Hello and welcome back to Journeyman League Season 15B Round 2 in Dharawaltown. And I'm joined by Phantomy once again in the commentator booth. Hello, hello.
Hello, hello.
Hi, are you excited for today?
I have no clue of what to wait today except Sech winning the race. So let's just go blind in this one and
That
hope
is...
the best for everyone.
Yeah, that is true. As earlier today in AL, Subject did take pole and won the race by 13 seconds. So yeah, it's going to be very interesting to see what he can do here in JL as of now. But we see the drivers going through the first laps here with Subject and Lexus looking quite quick, as both of them did look quite quick in AL quali as well. The top two actually. They did do 1-2 here. The other drivers here is, of course, ESV trying to fight back up once again this season around. As Subject sets the first lap. Yeah.
7/10, what?
And
Okay,
a 44.12 is a pretty good lap. It's a tiny TP or stutter from Subject.
We do not have a full grid today. We are missing one cancel motorsport.
Yeah, we are. Yeah, it's pretty dead grid today, I must say, compared to other times. So I think
even on AL side.
Even AL,
yeah. On a good lap.
Yeah, Bono seems to be improving.
Can we give him the commentator curse?
Is
he gonna fumble? He didn't.
Nah.
And this is a
He's gonna be improved. Yeah, it's gonna be provisional pole. As Subject did mess up his lap right now, so he's got one more chance to take this pole back, or else Albano is gonna take the pole. As VCS is up into 4th and Mason in VCS in 3rd, Mason in 4th.
Oh, Sech made a mistake. He's not gonna improve.
Ooh, and that
he was on the grass.
That could give Albano the pole, unless anyone else is on a good lap right now. As
Lexus is to me on a good lap. No, the commentator cursed.
Oh, is it only VCS left? It seems like it. Seems like VCS the only driver left through the final chicane. Could he keep it on track? Is he gonna take the pole?
No,
it's gonna not take the pole, and Albano takes pole position in Dharawaltown. Wow. And I think that's his first pole position.
And it is. He's really on a high this season after his
podium last. That is really.
And now it's a pole position for him.
That is really good from him. You wanna take us through the grid, Tommy?
I mean, yeah, let's go for it. We got Albon with a 44.1. I think it's 3/10 slower than the AL pole position that has been made by Sech, the man on the front row. Then it is VCS Nilo on a very, very good lap. It is 1/10 away from the pole position, so we got a very stacked grid. Then it is Mason, Mill, Jason, the two CPR of Lexus and Mika, and Axis closing the top 10. And after that, we got Sunday Driver. And way back we got Robert that must have not done a lot of practice. Same with G-Sad. The TLC are not looking good.
That is true. But yeah, it was a tight quality in the top 3 there. Only 700s between them. Alrighty, we are here on the grid with 19 laps, no rain. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting what this strategies are going to be as the top 3 start on hards. It's a good start from the top 2 as Albano defends into the turn 3 here, or turn 2, as they all go wide. Everyone seems to survive though, and still in the slipstream. Also, there's a few drivers going wide. Oh, and there's a big crash at the back as Robert is all the way down into last now. It's VCS, wow, he's dropped all the way back into 11th as well. As Mel, the 2 ESVs, and they collide into the corner. And that's gonna drop Mel.
Really not doing a favor to his teammates.
Ah, that is unlucky for them. Yeah,
friendly fire activated.
I think they're looking quite good in the constructors as well. So that's not they are second right now, and
the top 2 has already broken away.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
On hards. Maybe Mason is gonna be able to catch as he's on the soft.
Yeah, and Mel makes another mistake. That's not ideal for him, as he's now in a battle with G-Side, and G-Side takes him off the track. There's a bit of a lag rock, it seems. And that's gonna drop in even further down into P8. And there's a
Oh,
huge
Sunday.
luck rocket again with Sunday, Robert, and Axis.
No,
Oh,
Axis really not getting
that
the
is
treatment he deserves.
not that was very unfortunate for them. But then Subject and Albano still in this train as Mason closing the gap. He is on the softs though, so he's and there he goes. And Albano is pushed fully off the track by Mason there into the wall.
Yeah, the long trailer of Mason really did him dirty there. He couldn't do anything.
No.
Neither on Albano's part or Mason.
That is true.
That's just an unfortunate incident. And off goes GSAD and Nilo. What a re-entry from GSAD. Fuck was that?
And he goes through on Lexus as Lexus touches the grass. Is he gonna go around the outside of Nilo? No, he can't. Lexus a bit, maybe he wants to get back at GSAD now, trying to overtake him. As GSAD makes a big mistake and is gonna lose 3 positions. Then we look at the top again. Albano lost Mason. Now Mika to Mika on the hards, trying to go for a move. They go side by side. Mika goes a bit wide, as it's hard to go side by side through that chicane. Yeah, they are. Yeah, they are. CL teammates. That's not ideal for them. Maybe they should work together somehow. But Mill closing the gap slowly. Odd commentators goes hit him right there. Unfortunate. As yeah, we see Subject pulling away slowly from Mason. The gap around 2 seconds now.
Robert saw it coming, he braked early, but that would have been a disaster back then.
Oh, they're going 3 wide. VCS is off the track. GSAD off the track. How are they gonna keep it side by side? They are.
Quite a big pack of 5 cars.
Yeah, it's gonna be from P9 to last to P13. Okay. And there's a big mistake. It's a mistake from Robert, and VCS is pushed off the track. And there's all kinds of collisions going on now. GSAD gonna go down the inside and just force off Robert, and that is not a move.
You are not worthy of this.
That is not a move that you want to see on track. Definitely not. So we will head up to the cleaner part of the grid, up in P6.
We peel off his ears and put him on the public place.
Yeah. Put him in a French thing. I don't know what it's called.
It's not the guillotine. If he doesn't.
Not the guillotine. Oh, and Jason's forced off by Mika to Mika into the hairpin. And
maybe if he does another one, I'm gonna pull out the guillotine.
Maybe we can do like they did in 1950.
It's Mason and Nilo, the first soft run.
Mason onto hards. He's going for the 2-stopper, it seems. Yeah. It's gonna be right behind Robert now.
Yep.
So you're gonna watch Subject.
At least for now, he has no one to terrorize on track.
Yeah, I mean, Mill now in front of his teammate Albano. So it seems that he has more pace. Yeah.
They're on the same tires, of course. They did not pit yet. So
we have a lot of hard runs. They are doing the same strategy. A lot of the drivers are doing the same strategy, it seems, as they're going side by side into the hairpin. Mason and Robert, but Mason has the fresher tires, so he should pull away, and he does. But Robert's trying to fight it back.
The strategy made by our great knight Hedendi, it is the hard 9 and 10. Which is apparently quicker by like 7/10 of a second on the 2-stop. So it comes to the same, but we have a slight advantage for the 1-stop.
Yeah, we'll see then. As Mason is going for the 2-stopper, so we'll see what he can do. Same with Nilo. The rest of the driver and GSAD actually. The rest is going for a 1-stopper. As Mill,
we do see the domination of Sekchuk once again.
Yeah. Oh, it's a bit of TP from something. I don't know. Maybe me.
From something. Thank you very much.
Maybe me. Maybe him. Who knows? But yeah, as we see the 2 ESVs just slipping each other now, as Mika to Mika trying to get into that slip train of the 2 teammates.
They have to be careful of, yeah, Mika is really.
Yeah, he could join that, but Mill is holding a steady pace. But Mika has actually gained 3/10 on them that lap.
Robert about to type a book. What is he going to say?
Who knows? We'll
It's
see.
the surprise of the chef. He already got many winners because he is just, I don't know, saying books on the chat while racing.
Yeah,
It
he's
seems like he just enjoys getting
It's
those winners.
P9 right now. Nilo and Soft Tires right behind. Probably gonna go on for an overtake on next lap, as he does get a better exit out of the corner.
We have to say that Robert's tires are absolutely dead right now.
Yeah, all the hard drivers who's not pitted yet. Those tires are very much dead, as you can see. Albano seems to lost Mill now. Mika to Mika up his rear.
What?
As he got his up his gearbox. And now Miller's gone wide and there's a huge collision going on. And Mika goes through to take 2 positions up into P2. And the fight for the podium continues.
Sek is in the pit.
As Sek is in the pits, and we'll see. And everyone else, Albano stays out.
Did Albano panic and just forgot to pit?
Maybe he's doing the 10-9 instead of the 9-10. But he's still behind Subject, and yeah,
No,
that
Albano, it wouldn't be surprising if he just forgot to pit.
that
He has
is gonna be that's gonna be race over for the drivers. It seems, and Subject is.
Yeah, he's just.
Yeah, it's a bit of lag going on now. If it's me on the server, but everyone, well, Albano at least, is going crazy. It looks like only Albano.
We still have the pack of Nero, Robert, and Axis.
Oh yeah, we do. Axis and Robert still not pitted. They are.
Oh yeah.
As
So
I see
it seems like
Albano into the pits. We'll see where Mika is gonna be, as Mill has lost Mika, and that is not good for him. We'll see now Albano exiting the pits. Is he gonna be in front of Mill? He's not. He's gonna be right behind. Mill touches the grass though, and he's gonna be in that slipstream with 1 lap fresher tires, which may help him fight for the podium. Yeah, he was a bit twitchy. That's what I was confused about. It was me or him.
I just wanted to say that Robert, the Solaris driver, which is not what we agreed to, so I am very confused.
Yeah, so you see the 3 drives up here, GSAD, VCS, and Jason all fighting out, going 3 wide into 1 corner. They all seem to survive all right. As
We only have hard tires now.
yeah, everyone has made their pit stop. Nilo has already made his second. Now Mason has 1 more pit stop to do, so he is gonna be out of the podium after that. But he could, with fresh soft tires, climb back up to gain.
You guys can do go.
It seems like we have a commentator issue in the commenter box. So yeah, Mason is gonna have to stop once again. So it's gonna leave the 2 ESV drivers battling it out for the podium.
Yeah.
I don't know if there is any team orders between the two, but it's gonna be interesting to see if Albano fights Mill, if he's let through, or if they keep the positions.
We'll just have to wait and see, as Albano is on fresher tires, so it would make sense to let him go. But of course we don't know what the strategy call is here, as Mika to Mika is closing the gap to Mason slowly. As Mason still has to pit though, but he is gonna be on very quick fresh softs in the end. As Subject leading by 9 seconds there, he is unstoppable once again. I mean, what can you do when this guy is on track?
Nilo and G-Sad.
No.
This is a risky situation.
No. Turnéet saadaan Espelös.
I'm gonna
Like
ask you
skip
please
the
to shut
session.
the fuck up, please. Thank you.
I don't know what the hell is going on there. As Albano is overtaking Mill now, Mason into the pits. And Mill has lost his teammate right now. As Lexus is going to be in front of Mason. Mason on mediums, not on softs. Interesting. Oh yeah, it's 6-7 laps, okay. Well, that makes more sense.
Maybe Albano feels quicker than Mill, so he just passed and he's hoping to catch Mika in P2, which is 10 seconds behind such. What the fuck?
Wow. I mean,
Sorry for the swearing, but like, my god.
we're not seeing this much domination in a while, I must say. Not by one driver at least.
Yeah, we had some groups of drivers Like the glow front fan crossed the net, but not one guy.
I mean, Flicks in his first 2 rounds was probably the closest we had.
Unk.
Thank you for that. So we compare times, and Albano has gained.
TLC drivers.
Albano's
TLC
gained
is the
7 tenths on Mika that lap, so that is very good for him. And that P2 could come his way later in the race. So yeah, Mason on mediums in P5. He's gonna be hunting down.
Than Mika.
Yeah, Mika went for the undercut.
Yep. So this might play out in the hands of Albano here.
Yeah.
Although he has to just keep focused and avoid the mistakes.
Of course.
They can be done like super easily.
Yeah, we'll see the lap times now. 45, and he's not gained now. He's lost a 10th to Mika, so it's gonna be tight. But not Jason. G-Sad DNF.
Probably having a crash out.
Most likely, as Sunday now in P12 in soft tires. He pitted last lap or something. Damn.
We got a good battle between Axis.
Yeah, I was just about to say. They are going for interesting switchbacks there. Axis get the better exit. And they are on the same tires as well. So they pitted the same lap, seems. Axis, tiny mistake though. They keep it clean so far, fighting for P10. As Nilo and VCS up ahead as well. And there goes. He's good. He's still in that slipstream. There seems to only be 2 battles going on right now.
Everyone is kind of spaced out now.
Yeah.
I mean, of course, the race is coming to an end.
I mean, Mason's closing the up to Mill, and that P4 is on the edge right now. So yeah, it's gonna be very interesting to see Albano. Oh, Mika's made a mistake, and that's gonna give Albano a chance. Maybe he is still 1 second behind. Mika makes another mistake though, and the gap is getting smaller and smaller. With only 2 laps to go here, so that could be a very interesting find. Penultimate lap here for Subject, and he is looking to win JL with the same amount of margin as he did in AL, which is absolutely impressive from him on his 2nd race ever. As Albano now closing the gap into the slipstream of Mika. As we have battles going on in the back as well, as he said, VCS and Nilo.
Yeah, VCS has
and VCS forcing a bit wide.
He has a moment himself. But yeah, now let's focus on Mika and Albano, as it's an important fight here.
Yeah, we're gonna watch Subject just go through his final laps there. So he's far enough ahead, we can watch him before the fight for P2.
Mason has gotten P4.
Oh yeah, he has. But Mill, most likely on the attack mode now, trying to go for the overtake. But we're watching Subject here going through the final couple of corners. Final hairpin done. The battle between the top 2 as Mika cuts off Albano there. And that will definitely be looked at. But Subject through the final corner is going to win the Dharawaltown J Prix in Season 17B. As Mika through the final couple of corners, is going to take P2. But that incident on the final lap will definitely be looked at. Albano takes 3rd, Mason in P4, Mill 5th. It's going to be Lexus in 6th, Jason in 7th. Please stop typing.
Yep.
Robert in 8th. It's going to be Nilo who's going to take it on the line. It's VCS who takes it in front of Axis for the P10. And it's going to be Sunday Driver who finishes off the race in P12. And G-Sad with a DNF. Wow.
That was an interesting race. We definitely have to see what happened in the last lap. Because it is a last lap, it is most likely going to be a position swap between drivers.
Yeah, probably will.
And, it could be interesting to see Albano getting P2 on his 2nd podium, which is also his 2nd podium in a row here.
Yeah, that's true.
And we can't forget about Mason also, who had a really, really great race.
Of course. Yep, that's
Do we even talk about Sage who just destroyed
I
the
mean, he won more now than he did in AL, which is absolutely
There was more laps.
mental. That is true. There was more laps, but still,
People are supposed to be faster.
this is JL. They're not that slow, but somehow Suject just pulling that. But yeah, this was all for round 2. In round 3, we're heading over to Indonesia in Bali. That is a very interesting track. It has been updated since its first post. So it's going to be a very exciting race there, I must say. Tommy, you have anything to say?
No, I think we can close off. We said everything, and let's see you in Bali Islands for the third round of Apprentice League Season 12.
Yeah. Bye-bye.
Cheers.